Hi, everybody. Monday on Astral Oracles. Thank you for being here, and a happy new moon to you, because it's time for an energy update, and the Arcturians will give, seeing as they collide this year, the February new moon in Aquarius, and the beginning of February they will give a reading on both. And I also just wanted to extend a verbal invitation that if you're watching this before Sunday the 6th, then there will be a live stream with Aphrodite, the goddess of love, this Sunday, and I hope to see you there. And you're very welcome to also bring classic letterbox issues about relationships and stuff. I'm sure she'll offer us some interesting perspectives on that as well. So hope to see you there, and thank you for contributing all your beautiful energy and comments and likes and subscriptions and all that. Much love to you guys. I'm so happy to join you, friends. You know the name. I'm Umlam of the Arcturian Council, coming to you from the ninth dimension and bringing you blessings and love from these dimensions, all the higher realms, making it manifest and visible in this realm. This is what we have been working on now. What we have been goading you to do, is to express more of this higher dimensional vibe, this love within the framework that you already exist. And what is this framework in which you already exist? Well, you have been examining this for the past few years from a more internal perspective. You have had the opportunity to look at yourself from the inside out rather than the outside in. That is, you are well aware in your life that there may have been periods where you have been more defined by people's perception of you, or rather, your perception of their perception of you. And there may have been periods, such as these periods of collective introspection that you have gone through, where you have experienced yourself more as a being, a curious being, slightly mystified, puzzled, troubled by, well, the mystery of the being you are, the wonder that you are somebody, and wondering why you are that somebody. This is a collision for many people, their perception of themselves and the perception that the world holds of them. And in this coming month of February, your time 2022, you will experience these two perspectives colliding. This will play out for most of you on quite the 3D level, as you often care to phrase it. That is, it will play out in physical relationships. You may experience that you have moved so far and you have become actually so steady and grounded, founded in your sense of who you are, perhaps not as a defined story or with certain sets of specifications, but you have grown much more acquainted with your base frequency. You have become acquainted with the fact that you have a certain position, an unoccupiable position by anyone other than you in this universe. And you need to first and foremost live in alignment with this vibration to be in this position as it shifts and moves through the time space. This requires a dance of you, but it is a dance that you have engaged in and you have sacrificed so much for, to be a part of and to keep dancing, so to speak, that you no longer want to be arrested or want to be told that, well, the dance is over and now you can go sit on the benches again and go home and prepare to work, study, whatever obligation you may fear that will replace this dance. This is the confrontation that you are experiencing in this month, the outside perception of you. Because to most of you, this is also laced with certain, let's say, negative vibrations, unwanted emotions, such as shame, guilt, and obligation. The feeling that you may have to live up to something, to really violate yourself in order to accommodate the world. And see, where is this most prevalent? It is the most prevalent in your personal relationships and in those most long-lived of personal relationships, family relationships, often relating to the parents. Several people have been expressing over the past weeks, coming in contact with our friend here translating us, that they have experienced problems, shifts, sea changes in their relationship with their parents, that they find themselves in a place where they are, despite their sense of deep obligation and connection to these people, they have reached a type of terminus, a final ultimate situation where they have to decide, let's say, existentially, whether or not they want to live their life following their own well-being, not egoistically, but following their satisfaction, but following their own inner compass of purpose, meaning, belonging, love, so to speak. Or if they want to try to accommodate these feelings, also these negative manifestations of the positive instinct of love and caring, which is fear, obligation, guilt. That is, will you keep trying to soothe the pain that you came from, or that is still somehow driving you, by addressing it where it seems to originate in your life, that is, by your parents, by your paternal offspring? Or will you address it by moving into its results within you, those still violent impulses, that pain that seems to somehow stir itself awake when you are able to escape it, that still grinds your gears and wears you down into stressful states? These stressful states are indeed opportunities to surrender. And when you surrender indeed to the trust that your innermost core can stand to be expressed in the outer world, that it will resist whatever is thrown against it that is of a lesser or a less truthful character than its own natural expression, and that this innermost core can stand not aggressively, not as a demonstration or as something that you force upon people, but as a quiet lighthouse within stormy seas that simply allow people to navigate when they catch a glimpse of it. Can you maintain this vision of yourself in February? Because there is much stirring emotion around you. There are stormy seas, and there may be also potential shipwrecks, seas lost out there that you would like to, well, abandon the coast to try to go and save. But can you instead bring the light up to the higher centers and remain steadily poised on those rocks amidst the stormy seas? Can you there emit the light and there allow for also those perhaps more unwanted emotions to also become a part of your vulnerable truth? Know that so many of these emotions that we speak of, the unwanted ones, inferiority, rage, envy, apart from the ones that we have already mentioned, well, they all speak to a type of deprivation. That is, these are all emotions that you may experience as, well, let's say, having a quality that is occupying your mind and being able to carry you off into certain states. But indeed, they only have the quality of lack. That is, it is in the physical presence of the closed heart center that these emotions can occupy the body and mind. And the heart center has been nestling itself, it has been shielding itself in these months. You may have sensed the vulnerability within you rising. You may have sensed that it was hard for you to allow that vulnerability to connect with the outer world. But now it is pouring forth, it is breaking free from that nestled egg within your heart. This is the dragon hatchling. This is the beautiful elemental force of you that is being expressed in a wise, directed being, a being that is both connected to the wisdom of the earth, the knowledge of the ages, and the secrets of the stars. These beings that take both to the ground, the sea, and the skies. This is the wise dragon within you. This is the essence that you may want to connect to. What is it within you that is distinctly alien in the all? This is the unique vibration in you. And how is this specific then quality of you allowed for by the all? That is, realize the paradox that you occupy a unique position because all the circumstances around you also necessitate that that position exists. You can never be separate from existence. We have often repeated this, but this indeed means that you are at home in your house, right where it needs to be on the block, and the other houses, they also have their occupants where they need to be. Nothing is awry, everyone is occupying the space that they want to be. And the more that you can situate yourself in that space and allow for that space to be cleared out, allow now for also these last remnants of winter to flush away what has grown stale in the corners, to allow these Aquarian winds of the new moons to open and invite that vibration to reside within that cleared space where raw emotion and the release of this has cleared the way for you to stand still as you hatch and observe your true inner being moving into the outer world. Indeed, it is this that grows forward from the night sky under this new moon, this secluded egg, this dark night sky. It will allow for your bright being to emerge and there become the shining light within the darkness that you sometimes feel surrounds you. There is infinite love for you here. There is infinite love for you from your guides, from infinity, from your soul that beholds the part of you that the part of it that you truly are, as with wonder, with love, and with gratitude for what you are undertaking, as it also resides in these infinite realms, transmitting what you give to it back to infinite collective source, and attempting to shift the light of infinite collective source into your being, expanding it into connection to all other unique points of being. Love to you in this month of February. I transmit, I, Umblam of the Arcturian Council, along with all of the Arcturian Council and all of our galactic brethren, deep love, blessings, understanding, and peace this day, dear humans. Farewell. Have a lovely February, guys.